This segment is brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker. On Sunday in Westwego, the Westbank Musicians Hall of Fame inducted several musicians from the Bayou area in their Hall of Fame. In this segment, let's hear about inductees Vince Anthony Gazzetta, also Lynn Cantrell, and Zach Sheremy.
Okay. Our first inductee, I'd like to bring up Mr. Vince Anthony Gazzetta. Vince Anthony was born on June 27, 1936, to Vincent and Mamie Gazzetta, and raised in Berwick, Louisiana. He has 3 siblings, Julie, Lila, and Greg. He attended Berwick Elementary, Sacred Heart Academy, Nichols University, and LSU in Baton Rouge. He served as president of Gazzetta Oil Company from 1960 to 1994. Gazzetta Offshore Marine Service from 1965 to 1995. His musical career began in 1957, playing steel guitar, bass, guitar, keyboards, and lead vocals. He played continually from 1957 through 2019, performing Dixieland rock and roll, country, swamp pop, and oldies. In 1959, he formed the band Vince Anthony and the Blue Notes, which continued to 2019. The band played numerous festivals, clubs, bars, lounges, Mardi Gras balls, etc. in Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. He first recorded the song Never and Sneaking Home at Hilton Records in Alexandria. He recorded for Viking Records in Crowley, Cosmo Studios in New Orleans, Montel Records in Baton Rouge, and Midnight Gold Records in Morgan City. He recorded a total of 21 CDs, 5 45s, 3 LPs, and 2 singles. Mr. Vince Anthony, y'all.
Oh, I'm tickled to death. I'm 89 years old, and I've been playing for 75 years, and it's time. I really appreciate it. So, I don't know, it's been one of the greatest things in my musical career.
All right, our next inductee, Miss Lynn Cantrell. Lynn was born on September 16, 1954 to Anna Nell Reshaw Thibodeau and Lawrence Sonny Thibodeau in Houma, Louisiana. She's the younger of two, has a sister named Bernadette Thibodeau. She started playing alto sax, wow, at 5th grade and continued all through high school. She began her singing career in Thibodeau at the Cellar Club with Randy Reshaw on keyboard and Junior Rodrigue on lead guitar. They played various functions around the Lafourche Terrebonne area for many years. She's currently working on her 6th album project. Her first CD was Red Satin. Her second was Satin Dreams. Her third was Country Diamonds. Her fourth was Country Pride. And her fifth was Rhythm. She's honored to have met and became friends with Louisiana's own Jimmy Clanton and his executive associate Sandy Weeks. His mega hit, Just a Dream, and Venus in Blue Jeans made him a teen idol. Lynn wrote and recorded a song entitled Jimmy, Oh Jimmy, about him. She performed the song on stage for Jimmy at his Baton Rouge concert and at his Matthews concert. She also one of his backup singers at the Harangue Civic Center concert in Thibodeau. Lynn was honored and very appreciative when Jimmy wrote a song for her entitled, I Gave You My Heart. Round of applause for Miss Lynn Cantrell.
I can't tell you how deeply honored I am to get this award. It means the world to me. After they gave it to me, my eyes were full of tears, so it really touched my heart, and I'm deeply appreciated.
Okay, we got another one from down the bayou. Mr. Zach Cherami. Zach was born in 1976 in Raceland, Louisiana, to Zachary Cherami Sr. and Mona Champagne. He's a graduate of South Lafourche High School and been working in the oil-field business for 25 years. He started playing gigs in high school, and it's been a large part of who he is ever since. Even 38 years later, he is just as obsessed with the guitar as he was when he was 10 years old. He's been very fortunate to be a part of bands through the years, playing guitar and vocals. Zach has performed with the Dream Junkies, No Boundaries, the Steve Williams Band, Zydecosis, Velvet Sky, the Blue Label Trio, the Les Deadleys, that sounds worse, Mule Kick, Zach and B3, and currently with Shorts. You wear shorts? In December. Mr. Zach Cherami.
It's just a great honor to be inducted into the Westbank Hall of Fame with many of my friends, and more than anything, it's for the people that have supported me through the years, family and friends who've always come see me play and supported whatever musical endeavor I was in over the past 30 plus years. So to all of y'all, appreciate it.
When we come back, more inductees from this area. Don't go away. This segment was brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker. And welcome back as we continue to cover the Westbank Musicians Hall of Fame. Jason Serenier was there. Let's now hear from Darryl Groh and Lonnie Laprousse.
All right, our next inductee, bring up Mr. Darryl James Groh. Darryl was born on November 20th, 1967 in Plaquemine, Louisiana, the youngest son of 18 siblings, to Whitney and Betty Price Groh. He was raised in Baker, Louisiana until the age of 9 when his family moved to Shreveport, where he attended H.L. Bourgeois High School. Although Darryl's father, Whitney, a trumpet player, wished that none of his children to go into that line of work, so Darryl stayed away from any instruments or singing while Whitney was alive. His father died when he was 15 years old. He had 2 brothers that did get into music. He remembers listening to them and going to the bars with his mom and her friends, watching Southern Pride with Bobby and Ronnie Foray and guys like Tony Bergeron. Darryl's brother Wayne recognized his potential and pushed him to get into music. Darryl has been a musician for over 39 years, playing guitar and singing. Darryl's first band, Country Connection, composed of his best friend and his dad. While his brother Wayne kept the band going, Darryl joined Miller Point. Eventually, Darryl came back to Country Connection as lead vocalist, and the band went on tour. The band opened for over 30 national acts, including Toby Keith. Mr. Darryl Groh, y'all.
Absolutely amazing. I think it's a great thing that they're doing for the musicians. It blew me away. Crazy.
All right, next up, Mr. Lonnie James Laprousse. Lonnie was born in Houma, Louisiana on December 12, 1971, to Glenn and Lily Laprousse. He's got 1 brother, Eric. Lonnie graduated from Terrebonne High School, has a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology and a Master's of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling from Nicholls State University. At 14, a friend loaned him an electric guitar and amplifier, and he never looked back. In the 80s, he took his bass player's job in a swamp pop band called City Boys. Later, he started a country band named Sweet Surrender. We later brought in Bobby McCarty on keyboards, who is the father of Jeff McCarty, who's the current singer of Louisiana LaRue. Once back home from the military, he married, had a child, and was working as an electrician. At that time, he was mesmerized by the blues of Stevie Ray Vaughan. A few years later, he was called up on stage with Skyline, featuring Sonny Fox, Danny Lorette, Jason Achette, Percy Bergeron at the Tropical Oasis in Houma. From that moment, he was hooked and decided to start another band. He then played with various local bands in the surrounding parishes, filling in as a guitarist and vocalist. Eventually, he started a three-piece rock band called Trilogy with Mark Duplantis and the late Danny Lorette. The band opened up for Eddie Money, Loverboy, Little River Band, Corey Stevens, 38 Special, and many more. Later, he was asked to join Southern Cross after the guitarist passed away. Also, he later auditioned and became guitar player for a bigger horn band called Soul Survivors. At the same time, he was involved in More Than Sunday, a Christian worship band who recorded 3 albums. He is currently the guitarist and lead vocalist of a rock and roll band, the Canadics? The Caniacs. Mr. Lonnie LaPerouse, y'all.
This is a great award and it is a great honor to be here. I was telling somebody earlier that it's like, I really do appreciate the award and the accolades, but I feel like I'm getting the best of all worlds because I got to play music for 35, 40 years, and by the way, people appreciate it. I think that's cool.
All right, certainly a lot of musical talent. We've had them all on Laid Back throughout the years. We'll take a break. When we come back, more inductees. Don't go away. This segment was brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. All right, welcome back in this final segment as we continue to cover the inductees into the Westbank Hall of Fame. Some more locals, Trampa Sanchez and the Blue-Eyed Soul Review.
Our last individual is Mr. Trampas James Pook Sanchez. Born on June 2nd, 1976, Trampet is the son of Randy Sook and Cheryl Sanchez, the brother of Samantha A. Sanchez. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I worked at the Moulin Rouge for 8 years with Sook, Brian Zerain. Sook was what you call the proverbial good old boy, okay? Whatever was in his head at the time, if you was talking to him, came out his mouth. And he didn't care if you liked it or you didn't like it. He was like Patin's duck, if you get my drift. Okay? Raised in a close-knit community of Choctaw, he attended Chalk Bay Elementary, 6th Ward Middle School, East Thibodeau Junior High School, and Thibodeau High School. Music runs deep in the Sanchez family. Following the footsteps of his father, Sook, Pook is a self-taught musician. Pook's musical journey has seen him play with numerous bands over the years, including Three of a Kind, Silver Wings, Standing Room Only, Sook and Breeze, Raw Flush, Swamp Country, and countless others. His talent has allowed him to share the stage with a wide array of gifted musicians, including his father, as well as Sterling Abel, Lester Boo Boudreaux, T-Boy Savoy, Freddie Rodriguez, Andrews Battle, Shannon Saunier, Brian Zerang, Pete Petrie, Paul Benoit, Daryl Benoit, Mac Rodriguez, Curtis Loop, Brandy Loop, Taylor Rodriguez, Mac Rodriguez, Yves Bourgeois, Danielle Guidry, Robert Bissonnel, Leon Barlow, Derek Tozan, Carl Adams, Keith Damian, Joe Trahan, and many more. Trampus Sanchez, I'm sorry.
It's a very honor to receive what I received, and I'm hoping to keep my family going on with the music.
All right, last but not least, the members of the Blue-Eyed Soul Review. The term Blue-Eyed Soul was coined in the mid-60s to describe white musicians who performed soul and rhythm and blues music made popular by black artists. The Righteous Brothers were probably the first artists to be described as performing this style of music. The band was formed to take audiences back to the soulful hits of the 60s and 70s. The group performed sweet soul music of Otis Redding, James Brown, Wilson Pickett, Sam and Dave, Percy Sledge, The Temptations, The Four Tops, Stevie Wonder, and others. They also performed many hits by New Orleans legends like Fats Domino, Ernie Cato, Irma Thomas, Frogman Henry, Aaron, and Art Neville. Blue-Eyed Soul was formed in October of 1983 and was composed of 6 members who all had roots reaching back to the soulful period. As the band came to be known as an opening act or backup band for many legends as Fats Domino, Bobby Blue Bland, Chubby Checker, Delbert McClinton, Irma Thomas, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, The Platters, Percy Sledge, Sam Moore of Sam and Dave, Jimmy Clanton, Tommy Ridgely, the Dixie Cups, Lil Fats Jackson, and others. The band has also performed with many great swamp pop artists, including Johnny Allen, Clint West, Rob Bernard, Warren Storm, Charles Mann, Jivin Jean, Joe Barry, Tommy McLean, T.K. Hewlin, Barbara Lynn, Gigi Shin, and many others. Blue-Eyed Soul has played at nearly every popular nightclub in South Louisiana. Blue-Eyed Soul Review's high-energy performance continues to attract loyal fans of all ages and is truly a unique musical experience. I can attest to that. This Blue-Eyed Soul Review, y'all.
Well, it's a really big event for us, you know. It's been a long time coming, 41 years of existence, and we're privileged to be and honored to be inducted today.
I joined the band in 1989 and stayed with them pretty much throughout the years, and here I am where we're at 2025 and we're still here. So thank the good Lord, you know, and it's been great, man. The guys, a great bunch of guys, and we work well together.
All right, later in the week, we're going to publish the biographies of everyone that was inducted into the Hall of Fame. We just thought we needed to be there and give these beautiful musicians some recognition. We've seen many of them on our program over the years. Congratulations to everyone. And once again, we'll post those biographies on HTV. This segment was brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs.